Okay, we are live and we are on to playing Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Give me just 1 second here. Let me make sure everything looks good. That sounds good. Get that up, get that going. There we go. Yep. Playing again. So, we are into the game just released just a few days ago. So, we're going to go ahead and jump in today and get playing. We did play the demo on the channel, but now we've got the full game. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Appreciate you all coming and hanging out with us today. So let's go ahead and hit new game. Okay, so we got select difficulty mode. We got adventure, survival, or years of hell. Since we're gonna focus on the journey. So since we're going to do a stream of it, I think we're going to focus on the journey. Maybe later we'll come back and try survival or the years of hell afterwards. But yeah, I think we'll start with the adventure, just so we can make it kind of an adventure game. So we'll see how it goes. You're the captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager. Manage your ship and crew, plot a course through generated star systems. Your unique ship build and decisions will make you reshape the story.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis, she puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager.
Departing from Deep Space Nine.
Might even get to touch the helm.
And for any of you that have watched the show, from what I know, this goes pretty much right in course with the show. So you know that Voyager took off from Deep Space Nine. And it looks like we're jumping right into the first mission. So here we go. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space assignment? Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot, who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly the title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me Pilot Extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis? Wow, I heard a lot of stories about them. Relax, I was the Maquis only for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. But, penal colony? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us to the Badlands. Maximum warp. Into the Badlands. The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starship. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen. A subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. But are we ready for the challenge? That is the question. Harry, scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? It wasn't exactly Marquis of the Year, Captain. But did you prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, you didn't mean to interrupt. I'm reading a coherent tetraion beam scanning us, and a displacement wave heading towards us. Incoming. A colossal wave of turbulence energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. No time to analyze the threat. Emergency measures are initiated. Red alert. Helm. Invasive maneuvers. Too late, Captain. The waves intersected us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Aftermath. As the crew regains consciousness, they find the bridge is total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Damage report. Major hull and deck damage, transporters are offline, and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. Petroleum tanks are empty, warp cores gone to gray mode. We're on reserves. Barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of lithium. External sensors are offline. Photography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Okay, and this is the little help. Click the question mark icon 1 on the left of the screen to revisit tutorial screen. Okay, so I think that's over here. Yeah. Okay. Activate stellar cartography in the lower left part of the ship. Okay. To activate it, open the menus by selecting the room, switch the power on. Okay. Workshop, engineering. Okay. Stellar photography. Okay, so we got other things that are on there, but let's do that. And we'll go to switch on. Allow for scanning points of interest in the system. Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry is trying to stammer is we're not in the Badlands anymore. What is that thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This ray will have to wait. Mr. Parrish, take us to helm. Find us some dilithium sources. Okay, scan points of interest marked with white question marks to reveal resources. Scan until you receive dilithium fuel. Okay. So, all these question marks are what we can scan. So where are we at? So, let's scan this one. Let's grab dilithium in. Navigate your ship by traveling in various sectors. Okay. When visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches and different risks and the outcomes. Different colors of the chance bar represent the possible outcomes. Dark green and light green, excellent and good outcomes. High rewards such as extra resources, morale, increase, etc. Yellow, average outcome, can include minor setbacks. Orange and red, bad and terrible outcomes. Lead to low rewards. Okay, so we want to stay green and yellow at the most. The orange and red are bad. Okay, so I got delirium there. Dilithium, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Well, see, we've got a second option, but since we don't have torpedo launch bay up and running, we can't do the second option. So we're stuck with the first one. So let's go ahead and do that. Nice. So we got all the resources there. Captain, we now can deactivate gray mode. Okay. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. Warp core is the reactor that powers the ship to generate energy and consumes consistent lithium. Depending on the reactor level, you receive more energy, but more lithium is required. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering, switching the warp core to a higher tier. Okay, so then you got different tier levels on it. We'll click on it. We're in gray mode there. So that'll give us 60 power in gray mode. It'll give us 120 power in regular mode. But it takes each tier takes quite a bit more. And this says 24. It takes 24 each cycle. So, energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Good. Now what about that thing, this array? I can't tell Captain, but our scanners detected a marquee vessel next to it. Scan for life forms. Scan the ship for life forms, Ensign. There's no one on board, Captain. No one on board. Who? Scan the array. What about the array? Several life forms on board, Captain. There's one of them in Vulcan. I'm not sure, Captain. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room prepared and ready. Mr. Paris, get us some new pilots. We need to repair the transporter. Okay. So that's our yellow theme. Uranium, titanium. I guess those are essential for repairs and constructions. And then we got crew. Crew is need to operate key systems in the rooms. Okay. So what do we need? So we can get that. Might as well scan all this to see what we got. Like I said, we did play the demo, so we do know a little bit of what's going on. Okay. So I need this to repair. Okay, let's try it. There we go, success. Now have all the uranium we need. Okay, so we should be able to repair now. Engineering, stand by to repair transporters. That was kind of funny because it when you just use the transporters to beam that over. That was kind of okay. Damage rooms are not operational. Such rooms, if you have resources or work teams needed, you can initiate repairs. Okay, transporter room. So we'll click on it. It looks like it takes one work team and 14 of the resources we just gathered. Let's go ahead and we'll repair that. Transporters are back online, Captain. There we go. Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time to get some answers. That is time, but early on, I do want to turn life support on for that. So let's switch life support on for that. Now we'll go ahead and get these. No verbal work team. Okay. So at least I got that going. So it'll start cleaning. Shield. Okay, so we'll go with that. So we're good there. So let's go ahead and set course back for the array. Ensign Kim, Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Away missions present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Okay, so we get to select who we're sending, which we've only got 2 choices. Okay, so it says recommended traits, pilot, quick-witted, which 2 traits they've got there, and the challenge should say fulfill all of these. So I guess once we get more people, we can prioritize what we're going to use. But here we go. Decide on approach. Select a hero to complete the challenge with the appropriate skill. If the skill is lower than the requirement, assess chances of displays. Captain, we seem to materialize in the middle of a cornfield. Place seems eerily familiar. Wow, eerily familiar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? Look for footprints, strange noises, scan for life signs. Okay, so if we do that, we got a real high green. And that's even a higher chance of green. Scan for life forms, and I think we'll do that. And see if he had an option, I could have them both do it, but adding him does nothing. So we'll scan for life signs. Harry and Tom, use the tricorders to scan for life signs and detect strange energy spikes emanating from a nearby area. Follow the readings, then navigate through the cornfield and find a farm with people working in the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. After a challenge, the participating team member are fatigued. Their skill values are reduced, so every time you use them, they go down. Okay. Let them rest for the next challenge to recover and plan ahead accordingly. Okay. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? Okay. So we want Kim to rest. So that is a very good success rate on that. And that's not so good. So we can try to read his body language for any clues, demand to know what's going on, argue the fact that this can't be a farm on Earth. No, okay. So we're going to do this one, which is try to read his body language for any clues. Success. Harry and Tom discreetly observe the young man, trying to analyze his body language. Something feels off, like he's putting on an act. They can't quite put a finger on why. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it is not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offer them some fresh corn cobs. You can select more than one hero. Okay, yeah, I just talked about that a little bit earlier. You can use more than one person for activity. The old man isn't much help. We'll try to find the Marquis ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. Okay, so do we investigate the barn wall for hidden door, try to analyze what the energy reading could be, or try to find a way to break the illusion of the wall? If we do that, we get basically fuel for the ship. Science. They don't tell me what my max is. We always need fuel because basically it's a resource game, so we're gonna kind of focus on the resources here. So if we do that and that, we're almost guaranteed to get it. He's fatigued, but he still helps out enough to get it. So we're gonna go ahead and try to find a way to break the illusion of the wall. There we go, we got it. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flickering in the air. But before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion. The back wall dissolves to show a blushing, glowing room with unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on a surgical table. And we got our reward. Sometimes you have to make a major decision that influences how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a golden outline. Okay, so those are main story things, golden outlines. Okay. These people must be the missing Marquis. They've been held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. Okay. So we can wake the tattooed man, or we can wake up the half-Klingon woman. What's our chances? Well, how bad? There's only a small chance we'll miss that. So do we wake up? Choices. This is guaranteed that we're going to get it because we've got amazing success rate of that. This could go a little bit bad. I don't know. Either one could be a good choice. I think we'll do the half Klingon. If we're gonna have to fight, Klingon's good to have with you. Your choice has consequences. Harry sprints towards the half Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face. Before Harry can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. And they just leveled up. And we got our rewards. So we got 5 science, 450. But yeah, I knew that was going to max out 1,000. So I do want to build cargo bays as soon as I can get extra room. Success challenge ×3, critical success. Injure free bonus. Nice. Sector 1 times 1. Total 325 experience. Very nice. And they look to be okay. Good job. Sudden return. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Harry Kim unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? Whoa, back on Voyager. What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We lost contact with you for several hours. Hours? But we were just there, right, Tom? Tom? Seems like he's still on the array. I hope. Captain, we're being hailed by the Marquis. Starfleet, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. Well, that's Klingon for you. Ram us. One of our own is also missing, and it makes sense to postpone the ramming until we accounted for. Does it sound reasonable? We're beaming over. That was kind of straight to the point. Despite Janeway's invitation, they arrive. The Marquis crew is fought with tension. Both sides remain wary, and they prepare to discuss their shared predicaments. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Likewise, Captain. Mrs. Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Marquis. I never liked you, Vulcan. That is unsurprising. I'm assure you I perform my Marquis duties to the highest standards. Header. You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing Mr. Paris and your commander back. His name is Chakotay. We can't get back in that easy. They're sealed. The communications are cut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever jammings on communication. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Okay, here we go. Tuvok, Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are implemented. We require resources and engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. We can do that. Prioritize life support, secure decks, restore Deck 5 functions first to gain access to engineering office. Okay, here we go. Do life support. Okay, so to be able to supply power to the room, you need to activate 1, the life support unit, 2, the core room decks, and 3. There we go. Pretty self-explanatory. So there's our life support. We can switch it on when it takes 18 power. Life support restored to Deck 5, Captain. Engineering office is now accessible. And of course, it's a mess. We have to fix it before we can even use it. There we go. And we'll repair. I don't have the work team because they're working on that. Okay, so if I need a pause, and I use, there we go. Repair in progress. Until completion, it will be allowed to go scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and uranium. Okay? So that's our auto saving. We've got 4 cycles that have passed so far. We've got 1 work team. Let's go to the system. Looks like we've scanned all the planets. So we need this for repairs. If I go here, take 6 cycles. I can always hit this, come back, hit this and this. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the spar one. That should give me time Okay, there we go. So that's repaired. So we're in here. Engineer office fully operational again. We've now added an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. There we go. Good job. Build and repair rooms. Debris occupies teams. Okay. Logically, we should now focus on deck 2, the mess hall, ensure food. We can do that. Morale bar shows. Okay, so that's our morale bar up top. Morale to change morale per cycle. The icon. Your decision of ship management, food, crew quarters, all effects. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the progress. Until completion, we should address crew accommodations and ruins must be cleared. Okay, we can do that. While waiting on our work teams to finish, we should continue collecting more resources. Okay. Museum. Okay, so those are both going. Okay, mess hall's done. Mess hall repairs are complete, Captain. We should switch to replicator rations now and enhance crew's well-being. Every cycle your crew consumes rations. They can always use energy rations, which doesn't require resources but lowers morale. Crews used to consume premium rations made by the replicator. Those increase morale. Okay. So we need to get morale up to begin with. Because I think we're... So there we go. Put them on premium rations. Okay, let's go ahead and get those out too. Back. Okay, so clean that out. Rooms visual concluded. Maybe we should rebuild some crew quarters now. Do wonders for morale, Captain. It would. Go. So let's get some crew quarters. Like each room requires personnel to operate, so keep in mind when adding new rooms or upgrade, don't forget to provide the necessary accommodations. Okay. So it's going to take 6 cycles for that. Oh, this is good. I'm still busy. We'll do that in a minute. You're not gonna let me do anything till we do that, are you? Okay. Captain, the raised jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communications. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. It's the old man with the banjo, but his form is entirely different compared to what he appeared in the array. Captain Janeway of the Federation Starship Voyager. We mean you no harm, we just want our people back. Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. I just have to leave them. Okay, so here's our options. We can appeal to his humanity, tell us where they are. That looks like an 80% chance. Try to intimidate him, 80% chance. Let Biana talk, 80%. Censor optional. Scan the array for Tom input. Okay, so I don't think we trust that they're... So we're gonna scan just to make sure. I won't rely on the word of a stranger. Scan the array for life forms. No sign of them, Captain. No human life forms indicated at all who or what they're talking about right now. Okay, so don't want to intimidate. Let's appeal to humanity right now and see what he says. We are entrusting their safety, their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They are our responsibilities. I understand, but I had no choice. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. Let's offer help. We're Federation, of course. That's what we do. What are you looking for? Maybe we can help. You? I've searched the galaxy with methods beyond your comprehension. No, there's nothing you can do. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. Damn it. Haven't gotten any closer to Paris and Chakotay. We managed to get something. You Starfleet don't know how to fight, but you sure do know how to talk. Captain, if I may. Okay, Tuvok. I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the fifth planet in the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our mission, crew's location and location of this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only lead we've got. Thoughts, Miss Taurus? Don't like it any more than you do, but it's easier if we work together, Captain. Helm, set course for the fifth planet in the neighboring system. Let's find our people. Set course for the fifth planet in the neighboring system, maximum 1. Sector map shows entire sectors, several star systems. Okay. But we're still going to do this while we're here. I think we can only get a max of 100, right? Yeah. So there's no point in even trying to get to 137 because we can't even use it all. There we go. And what we got going on the ship? What's being going? 6 cycles, 3 cycles. That takes 8 cycles. Okay. So how long will it take to get here? It takes 3 to get there. It takes 4 to get there. 3 to get there. Okay, so let's go here. And that'll finish one of our jobs. Okay. That's your ship. And that's ready to build. Accommodates 12 crew members. How many crew do I have? I think that's good. Let's go ahead and get another room cleared. So we'll clear that, then we'll come down and start clearing the other floor that has life support on it. Yeah, we don't have another team, but tractor, engineering, okay. Engineering office. Can I add one? Did that add? I don't think I can add one. Okay. So I got both of those going. So let's go back. Do the top one because I want to get so much. And let's head to our next points. Okay, enter ship. Crew quarters are ready. And we'll just keep working on getting stuff cleaned. That one's done. That. here we are. Scanning. Okay, it's all scanned. No emergency rooms for the entire 5 cycles. 2 cycles. Okay. Go here. That finishes that. So enter ship. Let's build more crew. There we go. And we can collect this. There we go. And it takes 3 cycles to get there. Hopefully we can be scanning that. It's a small but stable spatial anatomy. It's not dangerous, but can provide resources. Okay. There we go. We'll go here. Like that. So that is ready. Where we got going? We got. That. Okay, here we are. Captain, reach our destination. Orders. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what we have here. New lead. Following the array's energy pulse, Voyager scouts a desert planet, harsh, unforgiving landscape. Tom Paris and Commander Chakotay perhaps being held on this place? What makes this place so special? Do a general scan of the planet. Let's see what we can learn about the planet. It has a basic characteristic of an M-class planet, with no oceans, no rivers, nothing. However, there are settlements. I don't have the lab, so okay. Leave it at that. Strange, but intriguing. Okay. Check the energy pulses. Anything noteworthy about the energy pulse? They are continuously targeting a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend the away team investigate the area. There's something else. The intervals between each pulse have decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting, increased, not decreased. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time. Prepare an away team. We'll examine this world firsthand. And we got a new ship coming in. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. First contact. A particular alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager as his chaotic vessel Neither Starfleet nor Marquis has ever seen such a species before, perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrants. Greetings! Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, mister? Neelix. Never seen a ship like yours, let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Well, maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Okampa call him. He's probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Okampa. But Captain, it's a tricky place, dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course, a guide needs a little, you know. Compensation sounds fair. Wonderful, to be honest. I had a rough recently. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food, water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Okay. How's our ship? We got 3 cycles there and 4 cycles there, so we still got a little bit before we can do anything. So we might as well go. Rebuild Voyager and explore the system. It's like, oh, until Neelix is ready. Okay. I might as well go here. Do that. There we go. Plus, very nice. Build supplies were good, but we could use. Let's go there. Emergency quarters built. Accommodates 12 crew members and cram limited. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that cleared. Okay, that's good too. So, what do we need? Cargo base 3. Oh, it's gonna make me do the caretaker, isn't it? Oh no, there it goes. Okay, we can do a cargo bay here. And we've got that going. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the caretaker now. What a delicious meal. Culinary masterpiece. Never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself. You know, my here pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I'm pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Yes, your missing crew, right. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At the foot, you'll find a Kozon encampment. Kozon, what? Kazon. One Kazon sect of many. Control point of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even we can reason with. Thought you said Okampa had our people. Well, Okampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Jabin, the Oga leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy. A bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Anything else you should know about the Kazon? Water is a precious commodity around these parts. Mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Send in an away team. Very well, prepare an away team and accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Alright, go back to our system. Where are we at? We're there. Might as well grab the resources while we're here. And travel back. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Send away team. Oh, so he's automatically going. Okay. He is missing, so I can't send him. We need survivalist, which I don't have. Send her. And Tuvok. Okay, I think that's our mission. Klingon. I have Klingon, a Vulcan, a Talaxian. There we go. Start the mission. The away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down mercilessly. The air is hot, dry, sandy wind wisps in their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably something the energy impulses. How do we get our bearing from the dust? Well, since none of them have that, I guess we're doing this one. We're gonna struggle through. Okay, the away team pushes forward, battling strong winds, all visibility fine. They emerge into a large with clear view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazon settlement. However, the wind is picking up. A massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. Okay, find it. Shelter, withstand the storm. Well, that's a good chance of getting that one done. Build a temporary shelter from what you can find. That's a success. So she's pretty much... Or analyze the area and evaluate the best cover for the storm. Okay, so pretty much it comes down to what I want, because she can cover it no matter what we do. Unless we do the last one, then I'll have to have Tuvok help too. So do I want building supplies or science? I think we want the building supplies. Okay, we're gonna do this one here. The liner wastes no time when comprising factory constructs a wind-resistant shelter from the surrounding debris, and all while grumbling about the precision and competence of Starfleet teams. What it seems to begin eternally, the storm subsides. The team emerges unharmed and sets for the direction of the Kazon settlements. Very good. Captain, we're reaching settlement. How should we approach the people here? Okay. Telexian, let Neelix do the introductions. Approach to the typical Starfleet manner. Approach timidly, weapons at the ready. You don't want to be your weapons at the ready. I guess we'll let Neelix go. He said he knew him, so we're gonna let him take the lead. Neelix bounds forward, greeting the Kazon in his usual boisterous, manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but the expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The man approaches cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement, jabbing their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around the corner. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led to believe. How should we appease them? To assure them we have no bad intentions. That increases morale. This gives us no. Demonstrate strength and keep the Kazon at bay. That gives us nothing for rewards. Offer water and transfer information about the Okampa. Let's do this one. I'll offer water. Way team offers Javin water for the replicators. Fascinating technology Javin accepts the offers and becomes more receptive. He explains that the Okampa live underground. Their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides your only source of water. As proof, Javin points to the bruised woman he is holding as a slave. Okampa explains that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser and points it at Javin. He demands the Okampa woman to be freed. Sometimes certain approaches in a away mission fear just more risk. Dangerous approaches are marked by danger level indicators. Failing such as result in injury or okay. So the more, I guess, that's red, the more dangerous it is. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. What should we do? Appease and carefully withdraw, tactical retreat. Secure the retreat with phaser fire. Okay. I think we're gonna have to. That increases morale, but I think I want the resources more. Let's secure the retreat with phaser fire. The away team lay down covering fire, forcing the Kazon to take cover. This allows to a minimum their exposure to the enemy fire. Javin, through fears, seems to acknowledge the away team's fighting skills. They escape no casualties. And we get the bonus. Here we go. Very nice, they leveled up. Plus we got 150 of our energy. Morale goes up. And we've got that. Very nice. I said that's a good outcome. More than gratitude. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship between the two go? My dearest Kess, didn't I promise I'd save you? Zona, welcome in, welcome in.
10 bits.
Appreciate the bits. I knew you would come for me. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Javin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a secure barrier. You may be able to transport through the barrier if you have the slightest breach. A transport signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea, Kess. Can you help once we've located the breach? Of course. It's the least I can do. I am grateful. Now, we have things to do. Optional. Ask Kess what she knows about the caretaker. That's how Kess and Neelix met. Ask Kess why she came to the surface. We're going to ask about the caretaker. What can you tell us about the caretaker? For generations, he has provided the Okampa with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it or where he came from? No. We don't have stories and legends about him, but there's just stories and legends. Why'd you come to the surface? Kess, if it's dangerous on the surface, why did you leave your home? I felt a strange pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker or anybody would think for themselves, it was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic abilities. These atrophied over, but those atrophied over generations. How did you meet Neelix? Cass, Mr. Neelix, I'm curious. How did you two meet? I met Cass while trading with the Koza. They enslaved her, but she's kind, and someone like me had to get her out. He visited, brought me gifts, made me laugh. He's the only good thing. That terrible place. We fell in love. Hey, Betrayed, welcome in. Happy Friday to you too. Neelix, I admit to you, I used you, Captain. I apologize, but I do it again in a heartbeat. Okay, we have things to do. Alright, someone get started at the transfer signal amplifier and Kess. We'll go to sickbay and have you examined. Sickbay, there we are. I can't repair sickbay yet because those both need. There we go, we waited a cycle. I don't know, Zona, I'm not sure. Okay, enter ship. Now we can go to our sick bay. Why can't we get sick bay? Oh. Ready. Ready. Okay, now we can do that. Repair. Betrayed, beam me up. Yep. And might as well repair the science lab too. Okay. Captain, science lab is back online. We can start researching the signal amplifier. There we go. Okay, warp core efficiency. So I guess I'm looking at number 1, small battery components, plasma torch. Store surplus energy from the warp core, can temporarily provide up to 120 stored energy before the gray mode. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Begin research on that. Oh, we also got sick bay, that, science, we got active scan, combat, and board. Okay. Close out of that. Got no heroes to put in there. Okay, so that's going. That's going to take a while. Is that not what I'm supposed to be researching? Okay, close this. What does it say we're supposed to do? Research transporter signal amplifier. Okay. So we want to research transporter amplifier. That'd be science. seen yet. Let's close back out. Let's go one more cycle. Sickbay's done. Computer, initiate emergency medical hologram program. With no other option available, Captain Janeway activates Voyager's emergency medical hologram. The shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. Not crucial, critical. Please state the nature of the emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now, and this is your patient. There's no need for concern. I am capable of treating any injury or disease, a broken Euler, a few minor bruises, grazing, nothing I can't handle. You're the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. It's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best. Captain, I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you excuse me, I have a patient to attend to. Sickbay to reorganize. Research transporter signal amplifier in the sights. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear that. And do we have anything left to clear? On. That to clear too. Actually, let's do that away. Crew quarters, crew quarters. How many crew quarters I got? Just 2. Cargo bay. There we go. Let's go back to the system. So basically that's going. Let's go ahead and collect supplies. There we go. Research report. Enter ship. Access channel to treat research a new upgrade. Okay. Captain, blueprints for the signal amplifier complete. However, start procedures we need to repair shop. Of course we do. And I've got my teams working on it, don't I? Yes, I do. Can I get another work team? Guess not. Okay, so let's do this. Pass. So that's done. Cargo base. We can have an extra 500 of these now. So that ups our energy, so that helps. Now let's do repair. So that is done there. System. We don't have torpedoes. It'd be nice if we did. Maybe we should research torpedoes too. There we go. We got all of it. There we go. We got pretty good energy. Head back. Workshop. There we go. Workshop prepared, Captain. We can start producing the signal amplifiers. Good deal, good deal. Okay, so those are going. It's got 2 cycles left. And what are we going to do? Those are build supplies. Might as well travel there, get that. Okay, so that's good. Okay, all that's cleared, that's cleared. Go ahead and repair torpedoes. Okay, so that would help morale. So let's go ahead and just start doing this. Crew quarters. Go back to system. Signal flights have been completed and ready for use, Captain. It would be wise to make haste back to Ocampo. Quarter problems. Captain, I need you to address the lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the corridors and morale is suffering. I suggest building new quarters so people can sleep on their own. I will build enough to accommodate all of them. Okay. So, what do we have available floor-wise? It takes 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll just build some back here. Close. There we go. So we have shuttle. Do I need phaser control? Might as well. Why not? Phaser control room is done. And let's build some quarters here too. Okay, so let's fly back to Ocampo after we pick up. Yeah, we only get part of it, but that's still okay. Oh, did I build 2 storage? I did. Okay, so we can have up to 2,000. Emergency quarters. Do something else then. Deck. No, can't repair shuttle bay yet. So I guess let's just start. Oh, we need life support for that. I turn that. I can't do any of that. Okay. Well, then what can we build? Can't build anything. Can we get our shield generator? Okay, we'll do it that way then. Get the shield generator. No, 88 or 120, so we're still okay on power. That still looks good.
Lauren_Hayes9 just followed.
Thank you, Lauren, for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay. So let's go back. Okay, we start the mission. Captain, we reached our destination. Send the away team. Okay, she's going. What do we need? What do we need? Send him. And do we send Yolanda or do we send Tuvok? Oh Lord, hey, what's up? How you doing? Doing pretty good. How you doing? I think we take the repair. Well, he's got repair, so we'll take Tuvok. Alright. Yeah, we'll take Tuvok. There we go. Tuvok, Harry, and Kess. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon are already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they flinch in fear and back off a bit. Watch out, shouts one of them. The foreign warriors are back. Oh, warriors. That's nice. I hope you enjoy your stream. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate that. Captain, the Kazon seem hesitant, almost fearful. What are the orders? That's not a good. I know the Kazon proceed directly to the tunnel entrance. Better chance than bluffing them. So. Okay. The away team confidently ignores the Kazon, heading straight to the tunnel entrance. The Kazon, intimidated by the away team, fears demeanor, making no attempts to stop them. There we go. Captain reached the tunnel entrance using the transport signal fire now to find the possible breach of the security barrier. Breach in the barrier. They're both the same. So he can do it by himself. Or I can have those two help. 720. Okay, so you can do science, we can do that, and he can do either way. We'll just have him do it this way. No thanks, Lauren. Not interested. The away team deploys transport signals amplifiers, carefully scanning the barrier for any vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field. They successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel. Beyond the barriers, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded in a large cavern is a futuristic environment with smooth white walls glowing in a warm white light, sprinkled with patches of green. This is the Ocampa City. Captain, we're inside the Ocampa City, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Tom and Chicote? Of course you're gonna let her, right? Why would you choose anything else? Lauren, I said no. If you ask again, I'm just gonna have to block it. Guests approach a group to Ocampa, especially asking for assistance in locating the missing Tom and Chicote. Ocampa, touched by her concern, eagerly provide directions to the medical facility. The away team eventually finds their crew members awake but disorientated, surrounded by strange medical equipment. Chakotay initially reaches for a weapon, but before he confronts, the ground starts to shake violently. The message from Captain Janeway cuts to the joy of the reunion. The caretaker Ray has apparently repositioned herself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. That I agree. I'll do this one because we get the reward from it. Oh, almost a crit. The away team passed through the collapsing tunnel using their phasers to blast away debris, create a safe passage to dodge falling rocks and collapsing ceilings, ensuring everyone escapes safe. As soon as they reach the exit, the security barriers only thing standing between them and the escape. Tremors are with the signal flies focus. Captain, the connection is consistently being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Okay. Stabilize transport signal amplified by adjusting its frequency modulation. Analyze the tremors, reverse pattern, and recalculate capacities. Yeah, we're gonna do that. He's got to do it alone. Okay. Team analyzes the tremors interference pattern, quickly recognizes transfer signal amplified to compensate. Transfer signal stabilizes, allowing the team to lock onto the beam to safely back to Voyager. There we go, complete. Kim and Tuvok go to level 3. Cosmic's level 2. We got supplies. We got some morale. And science. Very nice. Back on Voyager, Tom Paris breathes a sigh of relief. Chakotay eyes the Starfleet rescue with suspicion. My key commander struggles to understand the sudden alliance. Commander Chakotay, welcome aboard Voyager. Catherine Janeway, and Mr. Paris. It's good to have my pilot back. What? No champagne? Not even replicated? Commander Chakotay of the Marquis Taurus, what are you doing here? Long story, Chakotay. Short version, we're stuck with Federation's in the Telfer Quadrant. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you've learned on the planet to help us? What can you tell us about the Ocampa? Naive, friendly, don't get out much, and that's good because they wouldn't survive. Apparently they've been living underground for longer than anyone can remember. That's true, our ancestors lived on the surface once. Ancient journals tell us the caretaker opened a deep chasm and led us underground. Any idea why? They mentioned a warming. The day our surface turned into a desert, the day the caretaker appeared and built the city, since it has provided for the Ocampa. Zona said, I need roses and champagne and chocolate. Chocolate sounds good. A debt that can never be repaid. Say again, Lieutenant Tuvok. There's enough evidence for me to form a reasonable hypothesis, Captain. The Ocampa's homeworld turned into a desert from one day to the next. The caretaker immediately revived seems to be no coincidence. It assumes the responsibility for the ecological damage, built the underground city, caring for them. He seems to be trying to make amends. But how could he cause such a devastating to render a planet capable of sustaining a life? I confess I do not know, Captain. So they learned anything about the caretaker. Did you learn anything about the caretaker? They said they've been acting out of the ordinary lately, abducting people. And he increased the power supply to half a decade. And he destroyed the tunnel. It sounds like he's preparing for something, but what? As if I know. Ask if they know what they were sent to accomplish. Caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in scabs. Ocampa said that We were sent to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before. They also mentioned others with the same disease, but they didn't last. They died? Well, you both in sick bay now. Captain, the condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic material. Her bodies are rejecting it rather violently, I might add. Okay. Though fortunate, a few days ago the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material for what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. Appears to have been introduced deliberately. That's why anyone would want to inject them with incubator DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor? I've already started the treatment with my expertise. It should make a full recovery. Captain, there's now enough evidence to form a reasonable hypothesis. Caretaker provided the Compa with a mere 5 years worth of energy, then destroys the access tunnel. In addition, he frequently mentioned running out of time. The Caretaker has sustained Compa for millennia. Why this sudden urge is illogical. My conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as the Caretaker. Dr. Discover further confirms my hypothesis. The Caretaker is interacting measures to safeguard the Compa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he's seeking a successor, someone who holds the key to their survival, a compatibility with the Caretaker DNA. This explains the abduction for various sectors. I believe the Caretaker is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? We have to return to the array before it's too late. Captain, given the Caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, whole shebang. I believe the tactical plan is in order. Shields first, then phasers. Our offensive and defense capabilities have been restored, Captain. Of course, I was ahead of that. However, I suggest a test run to verify system functionals, machine temporary flight controls, combat. Okay, excuse me? The ace pilot knows more maneuvers than Starfleet can throw Greek letters and numbers together. Except for one, for evading Starfleet custody. Gentlemen, enough. Tuvok is fine. We can test our combat systems, but we lack a sparring partner. I have one, our ship. Seriously, Chakotay, all of the key on involvement as Starfleet targets practice possibly go wrong. Along our focus, we need preparation. Pilot of Belgian Captain, just remember to set phasers to simulation. Balana unavailable. Keep that in mind, Commander. Okay. Each combat encounter you choose up to 3 heroes to utilize for special strengths. Okay. USS Voyager 77. Valdine is 30. Select a hero. Tom Paris evades maneuvers. Ordinary attack fires 2 similar favors. And continues to browsing speed resets the cooldown of all other heroes and combat abilities 4 seconds, 30 seconds cooldown. Shield hacking hacks enemy shields frequencies, increasing the shield penetration rate for his weapon. Okay, so we do him, then him. He's removed. Start the combat. Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically. Torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy.
What are your orders, Captain?
Order your ship to try to attack or defend. There's defense, attack. 3. Flee and requires enemy engines to be damaged while surrendering cost resources. can also repair damaged substation. Proceed to offense. Okay. Fence up. Warp core, weapons, shields, engines.
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
Basic maneuvers, dodge enemy attacks for limited time. Here's abilities.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed. Ability ready, Captain.
Well, that was easy. All status 59%. Boom, that's how it's done. Not too bad for a temporary guy, huh, Tuba? Your methods were unconventional, however, the objective was achieved. Acceptable performance. One more thing, Captain. Whoever awaits us at the array fire should be in a support position for Voyager. Alright, have the transporter room stand by in case your crew needs an emergency beam out. Let's show the quadrant what we're really made of. Okay, so, caretaker, fly back. Quarter pod was building up quarters. Do I still not have enough built? Oh, well, quarters will finish up in just a bit. And that should be enough, I do believe. What's the other one doing? Anything? Can't turn that on either. Just build quarters here for now. And I not build anything else? I guess I can't get anything else, so might as well. Fly back. Missing resources. Ah, okay. Crew quarters, wards. Just ship. Okay, so let's do. High morale threshold bonuses are 20% increase. Okay, so what do we got for engineering? Tier 1. Cleaning rooms gives it 20% more resources. Battery. Science. Field training. Increase XP gain for heroes in away missions. Hydroponics bay. Produce 50 food every 10 cycles by growing plants in a non-soil medium. That may be. Let's check combat. Hull reinforcement. Increase maximum hull integrity. Captain zone. Increase morale gain after one in combat. We're going to do hydroponics. Science, right? Nothing on those. Nope. Heroes. Still got no hero there. It's all good, Zona. It's all good. Sick bay. Hero. guess why wouldn't I put the doctor in sick bay? Engineering office. Shield generator. Mess hall. That's 5 morale plus 2 morale. Put him there. Phaser control. Hero. Increase the fire rate of phasers. Heat security, so we'll put 2 out there. Science lab. Plus 14 research. Plus 21 research. Here, Kim, that's where you're going. You're going to science. Does that need a hero? Minus 2 damage per cycle from. Shoppers, engineering. Main engineering. We need a hero in main engineering. 48. She's our engineer. Workshop. Transporter. Cote can be transporter. What do I got left? Anybody? What do we got? Emergency quarters, shield generator. Engineering office, nope. Stellar photography, nope. Okay, so I think for now, we're all set. I don't think, yeah, I can't. What do I need? I need just to get that going, okay. What do I need for crew quarters? 25, I'm just short of getting in. Okay, so I need this. No, it's actually here. We'll get that, then we'll go there. Okay. Let's look at the max. And we failed. Doesn't give me at least enough for the crew quarters, sadly. System. Here, we'll take those resources. Okay. Head back here. Let's see. Hey Zona on the YouTube side. Welcome to YouTube over there. Thank you. And we're surrounded. Seems we were expected, Captain. Kazan, the lead ship is hailing us. They're probably not calling to chat. I'll have our key raider man. I'll have support this time into a fight, Captain. Excellent idea, but let's see what the Kazon have to say first. Why are you here? Do you truly believe you can defeat us? All we care about is getting home, Jabba. Beam over to the array and see if we can manage. That's all. After you. Display of force power. We do not fear you, but we are not fools. We have no dispute with you. Then leave. The array is ours. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. The array is mine. Leave or face my wrath. We can discuss this like two civilized. He disconnected, Captain. We're powering up weapons. Battle stations. Here we go. So I want to take on the carrier first, because that's the biggest one.
What are your orders, Captain?
Okay, so orders.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Torpedoes have to be fired manually. Shift key or LT key.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. An enemy is surrendered, Captain. An enemy is surrendered, Captain. Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
Oh, we did much, but okay, that works. You can hire allied ships on the bridge to help in combat. Only one ally might help at the same time. Unlike allies with hidden objectives, reach certain texts. Okay. We can have somebody help. That went better than expected. Our raider is still in good shape. I'll keep him close by just in case more Kazon decide to show up. You are strong, Captain. If there is strength in numbers, I have called reinforcements. The array is mine. Hey, welcome in, Nerdy and Son. Welcome in. How's it going? I guess we don't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back where we came from. Impossible. I've barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect Ocampa. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. Confront him. Something you did turned their planet to a desert, didn't it? It wasn't a debt that could be never repaid. We were explorers from another galaxy. We had no idea our technology would devastate their atmosphere. Two of us were chosen to stay behind and care for them. Two? Where's the other? She went off to look for more interesting places. Did you ever consider allowing the Ocampa to care for themselves? They're children. Children grow up. They need challenges. Maybe the Ocampa are stronger than you think. You're dragging us into this. You need to send us... Captain, Jabba wasn't bluffing. Reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access the array system. Transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, your array will be left to the Kazon. They will annihilate the Ocampa, and you must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please protect the Ocampa. What is right and what is easy. Caretaker fades away, collapsing into an insert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with the impossible choice: return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Ocampa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. Captain, the Kazon are closing in. Shall I try to access the primary control system to send us back? We know how this goes. We gotta destroy the array. Choice has consequences. Yeah, I know. We're stuck here. We're never asked to be involved, but we are. I won't trade the lives of the Ocampa for our convenience. Lieutenant Tuvok, ready to try Cobalt device. What are you doing? The arrays are the only way to get out of here. You can't. I can, and I will. Try Cobalt device ready, Captain. Fire. You're not gonna show me? Or did it lock? Oh no. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, see if it loads. Okay. So, apparently, it was doing an update when I went to load it again. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and hit continue and see where it puts us. Here, I'll build another one. Okay. So it puts us back before the combat, so let's see how this goes. So I have 21. I need systems, so I need resources. We'll go in this one. There we go. And we need quarters. And then got 2 cargo. What's another? Need another one for it. There we go. Okay. So both those objectives are good. continue. Okay. And here we go again. We gotta go through the battle again. Okay. Hold the skip. Battle stations.
What are your orders, Captain?
Okay. And let's go on defensive. And we're gonna take out
Moving to attack the port side,
shields.
Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Let's verify man whatever effective number gets shields. Make sure to fire at the right angle. Okay.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. An enemy is surrendered, Captain.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy surrendered. That's our ally.
Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain. An enemy is surrendered, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
There we go. Victory. Proceed. Close. To get me back to where we were. Skip. There we are. Oh, what happened? Okay, so we gotta make sure we do the same things. Stone. And he dies. Okay, he's gone. So now, make our choice. Has consequences. Fire. Okay, see. Okay, so apparently there's a glitch. So I think that's where we're gonna end it right now, so I can figure out what's going on. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out with the first episode, and we will catch you on the next one.